I am Hispanic. I'm Mexican American. I understand Spanish fairly well. I just can't speak it. And I've been the victim of discrimination. I don't even know what you call it. Like in cultural racism. What do you call it? What is it when your own race is discriminatory towards you because you don't speak the native language? Like Mexican Americans or the Latino community, depending on what channel you go, we talk a lot about being oppressed in America. We talk about how privileged Americans are and how they want to keep the brown person down, and Republicans are so bad, and politicians just want your money, and politicians want to keep you down. But if you search YouTube or just listen to people talk on the streets about Mexicans versus Mexican Americans, that shit's rough. That's like the mafia meets the Proud Boys or something. That's like hardcore, because if you're Mexican and you don't speak Spanish, good luck. I almost dare to say that there's more internal cultural discrimination between Mexicans and Mexican Americans who don't speak Spanish than there are externally from white Americans, because it's damn near a sin if you don't speak Spanish. The irony is the boomer generation and the post-war generation, when they were in America, my grandma told me this, is like they were shamed for speaking Spanish, right? They couldn't speak Spanish in schools. They couldn't speak Spanish in other public settings. So they in turn didn't teach their kids. They didn't teach us. So now as more Mexican Americans come to the United States, it's like reverse racism on ourselves. Now we're being racist or discriminatory towards the kids who didn't learn Spanish because it was looked down upon to speak Spanish. But now it's almost a good thing to speak Spanish. So when you're applying to jobs, like, do you know 2 languages? Can you speak Spanish? Especially if you're in a southern state, damn, it's like a real good thing to speak Spanish. But, just 40, 60 years ago, no one wanted to speak it because they were shamed to speak it in public. Now it's reversed. Do you remember that scene from Selena where they're in the van and they're talking about going to perform in Mexico, and the dad's like, I don't know if we should go to Mexico because it's like hard to be Mexican American and Mexican?
Being Mexican American is tough. Anglos jump all over you if you don't speak English perfectly. Mexicans jump all over you if you don't speak Spanish perfectly. We got to be twice as perfect as anybody else. Why are you laughing? What's so funny?
Nothing.
I'm serious.
Our
family has been here for centuries, and yet they treat us as if we just swam across the Rio Grande. I mean, we got to know about John Wayne and Pedro Infante. We got to know about Frank Sinatra and Agustin Lara. We got to know about Oprah and Christina. Anglo food is too bland, and yet when we go to Mexico, we get the runs. Now that, to me, is embarrassing.
Oh, Dad!
Japanese Americans, Italian Americans, German Americans, their homeland is on the other side of the ocean. Ours is right next door, right over there. And we gotta prove to the Mexicans how Mexican we are, and we gotta prove to the Americans how American we are. We gotta be more Mexican than the Mexicans and more American than the Americans, both at the same time. It's exhausting. Man.
That 1-minute clip hits me at my core. I think that's the way a lot of Mexican Americans feel. Like, you're almost looked down upon. Americans always think, oh my God, America's so racist. But go to Mexico, any other country, I bet there's just as much racism there, if not more, than there is in America.